Welcome back to Vintage Steel Garage. Today we're going to be doing a basic service on a Fiat 500. So today we're going to be doing a basic service on a Fiat 500. First of all, we're going to do the pollen filter inside. Then we're going to be doing under the bonnet, the air filter, the oil filter and the oil. And that should be good for another 5,000 miles. Pollen filter, you'll see online a lot of YouTube videos showing you how to replace the pollen filter. It looks really easy on a left-hand drive car. On a right-hand drive car, it's a bit of a pig because you've got the pedals and the steering column in the way. But I'll show you how you have to get in there to do that. Okay, so we're going to show you how to do the pollen filter on the Fiat 500 right-hand drive, which is a bit of a pig because it's in that little compartment at the back here. Now there's two 5mm screws, one at the bottom here and one up at the top of the door. The screws on this one are missing because probably someone previously has done it before. There's no way I'm putting them screws back in there. So there's a bit of wiring that's in the way as well. I think there's actually a trim, or there should have been a trim on here on this car that's missing. So again, probably someone's lost that in a previous time. So what I do, I get the wiring out the way like that. That gives you a little bit of better look towards it. And then you can see there, that's where the screw should be in there. But it isn't, so this just pops off like that, and there, that's an easier way of seeing where the two screws should be. There's one there and one here. So then it's just a case of trying to get hold of the filter and pull it out with your fingertips, and you have to squash it a little bit to get it to come out. And there we are, there's it all out. As you can see, it's a little bit dirty on the back, that. And there's a new one. So yeah, there was some debris in the back of that. When you put it on, just make notes of the airflow. So it's going to go that way because the airflow comes through the back. And then it's just a case of trying to feed it back in. And I'll try and do this one-handed. It is a little bit of a pig, to say the least. Probably on the left-hand side drive cars, it is very easy to do. Right, I've got it in. I've got it in there. Just gonna jiggle it around to make sure it's not squashed up too much. There. So you can see the filter's in there now. Just pop it in at the top. Honestly, if you look where the column is, it is so tight, it's ridiculous. Right, so that is it, done. So you should have a screw in there and you should have a screw up there, but this hasn't had it in. She's had it 2 years. I did it when we first got the car. Can't remember if the screws are missing then or I lost them. Probably wouldn't have lost them myself if I'm honest. But it's never fell off, so really, once you struggle to get the screws out, don't bother putting them back in. So there we go. That's the clean job done. Now onto the oil and air filter. Okay, so getting the air filter off. There's two 10mm bolts either side here. Take off. And I want to remember there's a vac hose at the rear as well. There's a little good cubby hole up here on a Fiat. putting your tools in. Not as good as the Fiesta. The Fiesta had a little bit more room in there, didn't it? Anyway, right, so we can get some tools in there. Pull that off at the back. And there is ooh, that's not good. That's broke off there. I think I remember gluing this last time. I should have just took this screw out really. I was trying to be smart and it failed. So that needs gluing back on there like that. Now you've got to take these bolts out here, which I think are 8s or something like that, or 7s. Yep, 7s. A few at the top, a few at the bottom, and that's the filter out. They do remain captive, these bolts. Typical Fiat. These screws are getting a bit rusty now. Okay, so air filter off. You see I put on there, I always put a date on there, August 24, and I changed it last time, so let's see how dirty this is. It's not too bad. In fact, to be honest, it's very, very clean, that really. There's no dirt on that at all. I must have, for some reason, took the foam off that, and I don't know why. I have no idea why I did that. But there's a new one. Let's put that one in. Let's just put on the date. Okay, new filter going in, the date on the bottom. And that is it, top side. Now we need to jack it up, drain the oil, and get the oil filter off. So not a very complicated service at all, to be honest. It would have been easier if I'd taken the breathe off, if I'm honest, but I just couldn't be bothered. Right, so just got to get this pipe to go back in there, and then we're done. I always just take the opportunity when I can, when it's jacked up, just to check that there's no play in any of the suspension. Disc look good, pads look good, suspension is good. Put new shocks on it last time. Tyres look good, so we're going to jack it up, put it on these stands. I'm not going to use my quick jacks today. Quick jacks are good, but sometimes, to be honest, it takes more time to get them out, set them up. I might actually be lazy and just jack it on one of these to do the oil. Let's have a look. Okay, it's not my normal sort of thing, but to be honest, I've got good access with one. Let's just go with a one. So down here now for the oil change. It's a 10mm Allen key in the back of the sump here, and the filter is just up there. So 10mm Allen on here. If it's a bit tight, you can put a spanner on like that to extend it, give you a bit more leverage. Now let's score myself out of 10 for getting the oil in the tub, not on the drive. I think one of the times we had a complete failure. Oh, that's, well, let's not speak too soon. Let's wait till it's all out. As I thought, it's coming out fairly clean because it's only done, what did I say, 7,000 miles since the last service, so it's pretty good. You can't get every single drop out. There's always going to be some residual in, so just leave it going for a few minutes and then we'll drop the oil filter off as well. That's going to do for me because the wind's catching it now and it's blowing all over the place. There's always going to be some residual oil left in. You're not going to get every drop out, but just get as much as you can out. And then never forget to tighten the oil plug back up, but no need to over tighten it. So I'm not going to be putting the spanner back on it to tighten it up. Now to get the filter off. Oh, that was quite loose. When I say quite loose, not ridiculously loose, just classic oil filter sideways on, so you get an elbow full. So let's get the new filter. New oil filter going on, just with the new oil filter. Just put a smear of oil. You can use the used oil. Everyone always says use new oil, but to be honest, you're only putting a little bit just to lubricate it while you tying it up. So there you go. Just going to put new oil filter housing on, spin it on. Just nip it up hand tight, there we go. Filter on, clean the sump. Everything down here is done now. It's topping the oil up inside now. Final step now, putting the oil in. And the oil volume on this is 2.8 litres. So what I like to do is just measure it out. So what I like to do is just measure it out and put it in a litre at a time rather than pouring it direct from the can. You just then got an idea what's going in, so get one of these little jugs, or you could even use a kitchen jug while your wife's not looking. Obviously maybe buy a new one after that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put 2.5 litres in and then run it up. So that's 1 litre, say put 2.5 in, then we'll run it up and do a final check. Should take another 0.3 of a litre. There, 2.5. Put the oil cap on, run it up, and let's see what that does. So I'm just going to let that idle for a couple of minutes. That's all it needs really, just to get to temperature, and then we'll check the oil again. Ran it for a couple of minutes now, turned it off, let the oil settle down. Let's just have a look at the dipstick. Best way to check the dipstick is to give it a wipe first of all, put it back in, take it out and have a look, and you can see that's on about 3/4. And if you can see that there, maybe not, but it's about 3/4, so we'll just put that extra 0.3 of a litre in, and then we know we're done. there's a full service done on the Fiat 500. Took about 30 minutes, I'd say, including the pollen filter, maybe 40 minutes. So all I've got left to do is put my little sticker on there saying what the mileage is, what I've changed, and what I'm going to do this time. Instead of sticking it there, I'm going to stick it over here, because I've just thought there's probably some merit in, if she ever sells it, for the next person, well, that's not a good position, is it? The next person to actually see that we have looked after this car and done lots of regular services. So there we go. That was proving a little bit difficult to stick on for some bizarre reason, wasn't it? So there we go, all done.